Well, hello everybody. Uh, Welcome to week number 3 of the PML Draft League. This is Rocky Mike, coach of the Virginia Victinis, and we're here to give you a quick team builder, I guess, before the battle. Uh, my team on the left, my opponent's team on the right, of course. First thing to note, of course, is that my opponent does have a Roaring Moon on a um, free Terra league, which is quite scary. I do think Roaring is a pretty good Pokemon. I don't think it's as good as most people think it is, but when it's able to Terra, it is incredibly better. So that is my biggest worry coming into this game. Outside of that, my opponent does have a Riveron who can also set up and free Terra, which can be, dangerous. They also have the Arm Rush, I guess, which can get access to weak armor, which is, annoying. Um, Rest of his team is okay, I guess. This is my first opponent in this league that actually has a ghost type on their team, on the Paulson, and that's great. Um, I guess Bronson won't be sweeping this week with body press. However, it's still not a great Pokemon in my opinion, and my opponent does have a lot of other options that will want to come. Um, and when prepping for this scene, but the first thing you should have noticed, or at least that I did, is that my opponent doesn't have access to removal outside of default with Corby Squire, which is a pretty bad Pokemon. So yeah, but however, they do have access to, I guess, hazards, the Terran with Hatterene and Magikarp. No, Magic Bound, sorry. Uh, Hatterene is a pretty okay Pokemon. I've been told this generation in OU, a small gun. I don't particularly like using it. It's not my type of Pokemon. It's a little bit, it's too slow for me. It's not bulky enough. But I fully expect my opponent to bring it because otherwise, we're gonna do what we have been doing the last 2 weeks and just hazard stack my opponents to death. But anyway, let's with that in mind, let's take a look what we brought this week. All right, so first of all, we're bringing back Kisame the Garchomp. Um, as I mentioned, my opponent has access to Hatterene with Magic Bounce, and it's also a Fairy type, which is, I guess, their best answer against this thing. So this week, instead of bringing a bulky Hazard Setter Garchomp like we've been doing for the last 2 weeks, we are bringing something of a bait set um, with a very offensive setup um, with both swords and a substitute, and a salad berry for to boost. With 184 HP, after we set up a third substitute, we will activate the salad berry. The objective of, I mean, Dragon Claw and Earthquake just hit his entire team fairly neutrally very well, so that's good. Um, the objective of this thing, or the goal of this set, is to basically baiting the Hatterene to come in as I am sitting in front of something that I threaten out. As they think I'm going to set up either a Stealth Rogue or a Spike, I just set up a substitute, then a Swords Dance as they break myself, and then I can blow it away with an Earthquake. Um, Hatterene, if it's completely defensive, can survive an Earthquake, even for a +2 from an Adamant Garchomp without a Life Orb. But I don't know if my opponent will want to bring a fully defensive Hatterene. At least I will expect to want to have some speed to try to outspeed some of my other Pokemon, but who knows? Uh, but yeah, Kisame is working a completely different role this time. I'm not switching the Terra type for this team because I don't expect this team to terrestrialize. I mean, if it does, then it does, but you know. Oh yeah, one thing to note is that even though my opponent does have his best access to um, priority is the Accelerog from that Link Linker Rock does, it won't knock me out if even if I'm at 25% health, which is fantastic. Garchomp is just so bulky and resisting with ground always helps with that. So yeah, anyway, that's the Garchomp. It's pretty good, fun set. I always try one of these every league. Usually running with Excadrill, but Garchomp is just good, I guess. Anyway, moving on. The second one on our team this week is our Daft Punk the Bronson. Instead of being, a typical bulky attacker that we'll be bringing every week, we are bringing a more typical, fully especially defensive Bronson to check things like the Hattering. And with the hit probability, we can even take two hits from the Armor Cannon from the Armor Rush, which I think is pretty good. This Pokemon is our best option to set up hazards since you know, they had a ring cool coming and cool, bounce my Star Rocks as I'm trying to go into, setting them up, but they will have to eat a heavy slam. And Bronzong is naturally faster than Hatterene, so this is what I mean when I say that I expected Bronzong speed to try to outspeed me. Unless it has Shadow Ball, it won't be doing anything to this Pokemon. And again, I'm especially defensive. I will knock it out with heavy slam before it can knock me out, especially if it's not defensive. Good answer for Trick Room as well. Um, so yeah, uh, Bronson. Uh, let's see how it does this week. Making its official debut on the Victinis this week is a good old Volleyball Jelly Belly. Um, yeah, I'm bringing this Pokemon because I want to, not because I have to. I could bring other options like something more offensive like Brilliant or whatnot, or even the other two dragons are good for, I guess, removal. In case my opponent wants to hazard stack me, which I don't think they can, or I don't think that would be their option. But if it happens, it happens. But I do want to use all the Pokemon in my draft at least once. And Jelly seems like a pretty fun Pokemon to use, especially this week since we are bringing a fully physically defensive set with static. I understand everybody, you know, is in love with the new ability that puts its electric type moves whenever it gets hit, and parabolic charge giving recovery. And that's nice. I personally love my bulky electrics with statics. I think they're pretty good. Zapdos is completely great Pokemon and competitive. One of my easiest Pokemon to use, and I enjoy that this thing gets reliable recovery with slack off. Without that, it will completely suck. Looking at you, Ampharos. So yeah, my opponent does have a lot of physical threats. And it has, and all of them want to hit moves that uh, do contact. So luckily, if with a little bit of luck, Static will completely screw him over. As far as the move, we're running Discharge to again try to paralyze things. Slack off, Require Recover, which is great. Ball Switch, which is fantastic for pivoting. And Muddy Water just to hit that Palossand, although, it's not a great Pokemon. So it might not even come, but if it doesn't, then, this thing will come in and Ball Switch and everything on my opponent's team. Yeah. So yeah, Jelly Belly. Let's see if we can put on work this week. Like I said, I'm happy to have drafted it. Unfortunately, my other walls are so good that a lot of weeks I don't find space for this little guy. But this week we did, and hopefully it will put on work, and it will justify for me bringing it more weeks during the season. Now for my real check to physical attackers, because Jelly Belly is a little bit iffy in that regards. Is Yorger the Dondo, so holding a Rocky helmet and being a absolutely completely physically defensive set. Because like I said, my opponent has a Roaring Moon, which is scary. Brevaroon, which can be scary if played well, but they're both physical attackers, and this thing cares nothing about that. Um, the only way that either one of those could do anything to this Pokemon will be by terastallizing to either grass or electric, and even then they will be taking a lot of damage back, and will give me the opportunity to finish it off with some of my other Pokemon. um, yeah, this this week Mendoza is not going to be sweeping like last week or cleaning, I guess. It just came in to take a hit, hit you back with a rocket helmet or the stab, and then just rest and sleep talk to be annoying. It's gonna be an annoying asset for my opponent to face, and that's just what it is, man. That's what it is with walls this generation. Next up, we are bringing back Vega the Weeble, uh, who did a great job last week. If you watched the game, I feel like he would have done even more if I was man enough to run Icicle Crash, but you know, I am not willing to risk that 10% miss. Not for bad face 5 base power. So that should spoil that. This week we are bringing Ice Spinner again, because again, it's a very good move. Uh, just to hit all things all around. And with Night Slash, it covers pretty much my opponent's entire team. There's nothing that will resist both these hits. Not even the Reaper Rung. It still takes a decent chunk from Night Slash. So that's great. Ice Charge to finish off, things like the Roaring Moon, or either one of those if they decide to like Terra Grass to try to beat the Dondozo. Um, we're bringing the tech with this thing this week. This thing is gonna be Terra Steel this week, and we're actually trying to use that Terra type, I guess, this week. That's what we're bringing Terra Blast. If you look at my opponent's team, one of his best ways to reliably wrench this thing is with the Link Lycan Rock with a Cell Rock. So if we are in that situation where we know that it's not a Scar, we can just freely Terra Steel into this and blow it back with a Terra Blast. This will allow us to take better hits from, most teams, since Steel is such a good defensive typing. His Ghost type doesn't want to be in front of this thing anyway. And Hadarin especially will not enjoy switching into either one, or Night Slash into Ice Spinner, Nice Slash or Ice Spinner, and taking a Terra Blast. It will get completely destroyed. So yeah, I'm anticipating this Pokemon will be my Terra this week. I've been saying this a lot every week, and I never Terra whatever I say I'm gonna Terra, but maybe this week might be the one. Uh, but yeah, I expect this Pokemon to put a lot of work. And last but not least, the all reliable Floramain, Wicked the shiny Floramain. Once again, coming in with a Choice Scarf because this is just such a security blanket. It prevents my opponent from. It will revenge the Roaring move if my opponent decides they wanna, set up. And Dondozo is down for some reason. It outspeeds the Armor Rush at +2. I'm not sure if it outspeeds the Rebaroon, but I'm not planning to be in the position where I have to be face baited with this. Um, with 135 base special attack, it just hits incredibly hard with both Moonblast and Shadow Ball, which is fantastic. Mystical Fire is just for coverage in case I had to hit some sort of random Steel type or the Reverend to finish it off, although I think I would prefer to hit it with a Shadow Ball anyway. This is like my quote-unquote secondary Terra Captain because, again, I sell. And welcome back to the battle, everybody. Yeah, okay. So my opponent did bring both priorities. Of course, the Dragon Fairy Steel Course there, and the Lycan Rock. All right, I can see him. I can see them starting with the Lycan Rock to set up rocks. Could also see them starting with the annoying. I'm gonna start with Bronzong. I wanna set up my rocks as soon as possible too, because I'm thinking that he has a focus stash somewhere. But yeah, good luck, have fun, Charizard King. This should be a fun game. I like his team, it's very nice. Say hello to Veronica, the shiny Bettermont. And here we go. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, we're gonna pop this. Yeah, we just have to slam this. Let's see if we put enough speed on this thing to outspeed me. He could Terra it, I suppose, but I don't see into what. Okay, are you gonna be Ghost or are you gonna be Fire? Could be Fire. He is fire. Okay. Well, I don't care, man. I'm hit proof. I don't care. I'm just gonna. Alright, Heavy Slam doesn't do much, unfortunately. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. Yeah, no, this is fine. This is completely fine. I'm just gonna Earthquake you. Terra Blast. Again, I'm hit proof, so I should be able to take this. Yeah, I take 2. No problem. They are Life Orb, good to know. We'll do a decent amount of chunk damage with that, which is great. If he doesn't kill me next turn, I kill it, and then I can set up my own rocks because I'm super fast. So I'm gonna go for another Earthquake. He has to attack at this point. Trick Rune Terra Fire. Huh, very nice, very nice. Oh, was that a speed tie? Oh, that's unfortunate for them. Ah, but I am very happy to get rid of this Pokemon. And his Terra too. Hyper Bronzong, man, is a menace. It's a menace. Alright, whatever he's saying, you probably won't outspeed me, and he most definitely will let me set my rocks first. John Deere. Yeah, I'm setting my rocks on you. All day, every day. I don't care if you kill me. There you go, buddy. That did not go well for them. Just Shadow Ball, that is fine. Let's see how much damage does it do. Yeah, it's a decent chunk. That is fine. There's still tricks of Trick Room, right? Yeah, one more turn on Trick Room. I'm just gonna body press you, I guess. Decent chunk. He does not kill us, which is great. I don't need this Pokemon for anything else, to be honest. It did its job, so I'm fine with letting it go. Especially because it will give me a free switch into Mobile next turn. There it comes. Alright, Daft Punk, you did fantastic. I couldn't have asked for a better setup with it. So, let's send out Vega and do bad things to my opponent. Yeah, so we just go for the Ice Spinner. We 100% kill this, even if his Scarf is locked into what you call it, Shadow Ball. He's gonna go into this. That is fine with me. He's gonna take rocks. His Air Balloon, that's cute. Take that damage. Air Balloon goes down. You know, I would, but I'm not going to today. We are just gonna go into your Gardevoir, and yeah. Not be too bothered by it, to be honest. It's gonna gunshot. That doesn't touch us. It's fine with me. I don't know if he stays, to be honest. I don't think he does. That wouldn't be a good idea. So we're gonna go to Gel Belly, assuming that they're gonna go into... Yeah, they're just gonna go into the Rotom. John Deere, there he is. Excellent, excellent. We pull back Dondozo. And let's go into Jelly Belly. This will allow us to get a slow ball switch, which is exactly what we want at this point. He's gonna light screen. That's not a great idea, especially considering what I'm gonna do to you. That does 0 damage, but that is okay. because Weavile is coming out again. I could go into Garchomp, but I don't think there is a point. Alrighty. Time to massacre something. I could go for the Nice Slash. I think the Ice Spinner is just fine. What's he gonna go in? Barraskewda? Back into Chevrolet. I will assume. Yep. Okay, this time you won't take both hits. I can tell you that for sure. Takes rocks. Takes the Ice Spinner. We lose some health. But Nice Lunge is just gonna rip you a new one. Goodbye, Chevrolet. You did good. You did good. Alright. Now we have to be careful on what my opponent goes into. If he goes into the Link Rock, no, I'm really not too concerned. Anything he goes into, I can just go. Yeah. I don't know what your item is yet, and because of that, I'm not gonna blow you away. Just gonna go back into Dondos. He could be a Scarf, and that's the main concern here. We go back into Yogurt. Thunderfans. Oh my goodness. Well, that is unfortunate for them. I'm just gonna body press here. Okay, go for the Thunderfang. That is fine. We take it just fine. Takes Rocky Helmet damage. Body press is gonna destroy it. Yep. Yep. There goes the Lone Wolf. The Ice Cream is down. Those took a good chunk from that though, which is unfortunate for us. Mostly for them, but also for us. Right. Jelly Belly shouldn't have an issue taking a hit from them. At the same time, do we go Garchomp? Is this the best opportunity for us to say? Nah. Let's just go to Jelly Belly. He'll probably ball switch, but that is okay. Nothing he ball switches into very scared is immediately threatening to us. If he reflects, then that's a good play on them. He's just gonna Shadow Ball. That does 0. Yeah. Okay. So he has this thing, he has... Yeah, okay. Not a problem. Just ball switch. He's just gonna Shadow Ball. He's trying to weaken this. Respectable. This gets me back into Weavile, which is unfortunate for them. Let's go into Vega. Right. Well, I'm just gonna Ice Spinner, man. Oh, he is Scarf. This whole time. Alright. Ice Spinner is gonna rock you a new one, which is great. Scarf Rotom. Nice set. Probably not the best here. What are we going into? I mean, if you go Rory Moon, that has to be there. He goes into this. Are you a Scarf, sir? Oh. Right. He speeded to get the speed. He EV to get the speed. That's good for you, but honestly, I mean, I don't think an Ice Shard will kill you from here. At the same time, you're probably just gonna crunch, right? Alright, we're gonna go to Jelly Belly. Good prep in you being it for that, for the speed. He's gonna Acrobatics. That actually does 0 damage to us. And he gets his static. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry, man. I am so sorry. Ah, that is so unfortunate. He's still faster than me. That's good news for him. But yeah, he should probably kill me here. Yeah, the earthquake's gonna kill me. Oh my god! I cannot believe this. We just took an earthquake from this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Chances you had Dragon Dance. Decent, I guess. I don't care. I'm just gonna ball switch. Yeah, there's just earthquake again. Ah, was it a roll? No, he crits me. Ah, that is so sad, man. That is so sad. But that is fine. We just go Vega. And we just, rip it a new one with a ice spinner. Oh, what happened? I guess. That's sad. That's so sad. I don't know what happened. All right, well, we'll see what my opponent says. But thank you for watching. If this is the end of the game, see you next time.